Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to you to the Empowering Morning Conversations. And today is our session number 723. Wow, 7 more sessions to go to the beginning of the next year for EMC. So I'm quite excited about that. Now, we are dealing with so many things here, correct? The purpose of the Empowering Morning Conversations is to allow us to have a life of ease, a life of joy, and a life of glory. And the purpose of EMC is also to help you to maximize your potential. It is also to help you to be more focused and more energetic in life. It is also to remind you that we can either be creating our life or stagnating. So a question which I frequently ask you is, what will you add to your life today that would allow you to create a future that you desire? So before we invite the 7-minute speaker, and before we invite Guru Nandan ji to take you through brain exercises, I thought I'll do the topic for the day today to begin with. Is that all right? Yeah, first I will bore you, then they will come and wake you up. So that's the way it's going to go. So the first thing I want to remind you is the biggest interferer that we have in our life is which one? Do you remember anyone? Which is the biggest interferer in our life that does not allow us to live with full power?
Living in past judgments.
Okay. There's one bigger than that. Our tendency to be so easily influenced by the circumstances. परिस्थितियां हमको बहुत ज्यादा प्रभावित करती हैं. Okay, so powerful people do not allow the circumstances to influence them. They influence the circumstances. Right? Either the world will influence you, or you will influence the world. And how does the world influence you? Through your feelings. Have you noticed that? If something happens, you feel good, then you will give more effort because you will be happy. If something happens, you will feel sad, it is influencing your actions, you become demotivated and you don't give your 100%. So circumstances are controlling us through our feelings. That's the challenge. So any enterprising person, brainy person will say that if my circumstances are influencing through my feelings, then why don't I learn how to generate my own feelings so that I can give my 100%, so that I can become self-driven. I want to be powerful. I don't want to be driven by situations and circumstances and other people. I want to be the driver of my life. Therefore, I will learn how to generate my own feelings. Whatever feeling I require, I will generate it. And I've shown you many times a simple exercise where you can generate a very positive feeling called happiness. You know, happiness and power. So let's practice that exercise. When I say 1, 2, 3, we will all laugh 100%. Now you can make noise and laugh, or you can laugh silently, it's up to you. But the thing is, you got to do it 100%. Okay, so no cheating. 1, 2, 3, go! So isn't that a better way to start the day, being happy? And knowing that the key to happiness is in yourself, you can generate this happiness whenever you like, and nobody can control your happiness. Okay. Now, very important thing is, I think, how would you like to recover your inner child? So what does a child have which we have lost? What does a child have which we are losing very fast? What do you think a child has that we are losing? Now you'll say obviously youth, not that.
Faith.
Okay. What
The
else?
judgments.
A child has judgments.
That's why they have
Innocent. Judgments or they don't have judgment?
They don't have.
ऐसे बोलो ना.
Innocence.
Innocence. What else do they have?
To remain in the present. They do not.
They remain in the present. Yeah. And what is the result of that which is visible to everybody? I mean, वो क्या करते हैं?
Happiness. They are always smiling.
They are always smiling. They are always happy. Even if they get upset, they will get off it very fast.
Yes.
1 minute लड़ाई कर रहे होंगे, 1 minute प्यार कर रहे होंगे. तुम्ही से मोहब्बत, तुम्ही से लड़ाई है.
They erase the past. They just do not remember what happened 1 second back. They are present and see the front. Doesn't look at the back.
And what else does the child have, which we are losing as we grow older?
Curiosity.
Curiosity. And what else do they have? The main thing that they have is they are curious. And because they are curious, they are interested in everything. So they'll ask a lot of questions. Aisa kyun? Waisa kyun? And parents get fed up. They say, shut up, you talk too much. Kam bola karo. Because they don't have the answers, right? So 2 things is curiosity, and it manifests, it shows that they are interested in everything. And have you noticed one thing, my friends? As we are getting older, we are losing interest in things. Because the andar ka, I know, ye maine kiya hua hai. I know this also. I know that also. Ye bhi mujhe pata hai. I know this also. I know that also. I know I know. So we should make a new song. I know. I lost my curiosity. I know. I'm not interested anymore. Hello. So the child is interested in everything. You know what we guys do? We try to become interesting. We want to become interesting for other people. Interesting personality. We want people to say, wow, very well, such an interesting personality. Sahu Saab, what an interesting personality. So we are trying to become interesting personalities instead of being interested in things. So my question to us all is, what will happen when you start being interested in everything, So somebody will say, sir, same thing I'm doing every day. How to be interested in that? That is called, you can be, if you want to, you can generate some excitement. You can ask yourself this question, how can I do this same job I'm doing every day with more interest? So a very interesting anecdote I have to tell you. I was conducting, Neeti knows where I was conducting. So regular work I was doing with some people in a college, young students. So one person told me, sir, what to do? That professor is very, very boring. I don't feel like listening to that professor. So I said, okay, where? Kahan par baithti hai? So she said, I sit in the last row, sir. I said, very good. And what is your body language when you're sitting over there? Bolo, kya bolte ho? That kind of an attitude. I said, listen, you do one thing from tomorrow, just sit in the first seat. Arey sir, then he will be looking at me all the time. When I got people, professor never looks at the student in the first row. They're only looking at people in the back row. So sit in the first row. Very good. That's all, sir. No. Now you sit in your class in such a way, when you are interested in something, how do you sit? How do you look at that person? With a lot of interest. So sit like that with showing a lot of interest. But sir, I'm not interested. Never mind. You show a lot of interest. Sit like that. Okay. She was a good student. She said, yes, sir, I'll do. She's like Priya, What you say, she does sometimes. But this one was doing all the time. So after 5 or 6 days, she comes to me very excited. Sir, that technique is very good, sir. I said, what happened? So suddenly, and that professor became very interesting. He started conducting his class in a more interesting manner. I said, really? And it's true, it did happen. And then she said, Professor called me at the end of the class. He said, Beta, what happened? Suddenly you are taking a lot of interest, which you were not taking before. Are you getting something here? When we lose interest, nothing becomes interesting anymore. When we lose interest, we are not interested in creating anymore. So you can see in your relationships, there was something called honeymoon. When you say, sir, honeymoon phase did not last for very long, sir. Why? Because you lost interest, Whatever you were wanting to find out, you found out now. What is new, sir? So what will it take for you to recover your ability to be interested in things? Check and see how many things you are still interested in. Can I ask you, what are you guys interested in? Okay, let's start. What are you interested in? I've seen some people's hands which were raised earlier. Okay, Sagar Acharya, okay, you can speak, but I know what you're interested in, but never mind. I know wala.
Yeah, so I am interested in first in myself, and
Oh.
then I am interested in sir, like for truth, reality, and all these things.
Really? Okay, very
And
good.
also I'm interested for your knowledge, for your wisdom,
Okay,
and
very good.
for EMC also. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. Some other people's hands were raised. I think Abhinav had raised his hand. So let us see what he has to say.
That was about the children part. When you asked the children question.
Okay. So what are you interested in? Ye batao. Sir, anything. Magar usme. So what are you interested in? Magar.
What I am interested in, I don't know.
You don't know what you're interested in?
I have to. But right now, it's like जैसे वो सड़क पे चलते चलते someone asks a question, what are you interested in? So I'm interested in good food, Sukhdeepak.
Yeah, that I know.
Okay, I'm interested in how our country can become number one in the world. How can we make a difference? How can I make a difference? How can the world make a difference? How to keep myself? I'm interested in how to keep myself full of joy, full of enthusiasm. I'm interested in how to make relationships work. I'm interested in how to live a complete life. See, that is one thing with children. They are complete like that.
Yeah.
Very soon they are complete, and elders keep on to things. So that's what I actually want to show the children. They are complete like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm interested in, and many more things also.
Beautiful.
Thousands of things I'm interested in.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that. Now, what about the others? So you can say ditto if you want to. But say
I'm interested in eternal peace.
You are interested in what?
Peace of mind.
Oh, acha. Okay, that's a very simple interest, but you can have it. What else? Anybody else? What are you interested in?
I can say.
Yes, sir.
I'm interested in fresh air, clean sky, to see people happy, to play with children, to learn at least something every day new.
Yeah.
And
that is why you are there with us regularly. Thank you.
and before going home, to be helpful to somebody on the road for maybe anything, crossing the road, taking a taxi, taking a bus, buying something, but some physical help or mental help or financial help to somebody before coming home. Because this is the society which has brought me here. And if I am not grateful to them, it's not correct. It's not correct. I didn't come here on my own. They brought me here.
Yeah.
So I would like to repay at least something every evening before going home.
Thank you, thank you, thank you,
That's
thank
it.
you. Yes, thank you so much. And Major Sir, Major Narayanan.
So good morning, sir.
Morning.
I'm interested in controlling the day and living life on my own terms rather than allowing the day to control me.
Beautiful.
That's
Thank you. Now, you know what? We've had two people who shared some very interesting stuff. And it's interesting because if you listen to what Ashok ji said, or if you listen to what Major Saab said, they are converting their interest into action. Are you getting it? So the question to all of you is, what will it take for you to convert your interest into some action? So I'm interested in making country better. I am interested in X and I am interested in Y. But what are you willing to convert that interest into action also? So think on that for a moment. What will it take for me to convert my interest into action? And if it was to be an action, what will that action be? Yeah, whatever you are interested in, what actions can you take coming from there? We are interested in many things. I got that. How can we convert our interest into action? Yes, Guru Nandanji.
Yeah, first by working the plan and then planning the work and then working the plan. That means first we become aware of it, think about what we are interested in, and what actions means. If we put tangible milestones to those actions which are required to explore more. Like I'm more interested in gaining more knowledge. I'm more interested in getting more expert into the field I am, and help and change as many as lives I can. Right.
Yeah.
So
You
so we need to-
invested in your interest.
Correct. So that is where we need to put a milestones to it. That is very important. And वो जो milestone है उसको उसकी तरफ काम करना, उसको as a goal लेके जाना और उसकी तरफ काम करना वो बहुत जरूरी है to put into action.
Simply have only an interest, that is also good. But if you have an interest and you do something about it, if you put it in action, then you will be actually acting on your interest. Now, what happens is people have a lot of interest, they don't do anything, then they lose the interest. That also happens, isn't it? Yeah, Vipinji.
I explored that I have sometimes many interests, but all of the interests cannot be fulfilled by me. So I distribute my interest to people, find out people and share with them. And sometimes I go an extra mile to let it see happening with them.
Okay.
I had done it. I wanted to make modular switches, remote control. I had a lot of ideas, but my bandwidth was less to make them. I went to Ahmedabad, find a manufacturer, took a plane ticket, went to him, told him this should be done, just to tell him. And he did it. I was enjoying that, whatever I thought.
So beautiful, such a beautiful example. Okay. So all interests you may not be able to fulfill yourself, get somebody else to do it. Right. So you can have vicarious pleasure in your interest being fulfilled. Beautiful. Thank you very much. So interest to action. This is what I want you guys to think about. First of all, how do I recover my, ability to be interested? As the days go by, we are losing interest. As the days go by, we are losing our curiosity. So the less the curiosity, the less the interest, the less will be the amount of creation that you will do in your life. So instead of expanding in life, we'll be contracting. बड़ी इच्छाएं थी किसी जमाने में, अब हमने छोड़ दिया. A lot of people operate like that. बहुत इच्छाएं थी. We had a lot of desires. We have a lot of interest. Now I don't have them. I've given it up. So do we want to be like that? Yes, Sagar sir.
Yes, sir. Like yesterday, I was interested in one person, and tomorrow maybe I am interested in another person. Or yesterday I was interested in one work. Tomorrow I am interested in another work. Sir, can it happen that I can change every time whatever I interest in.
Yeah.
Means like,
You know, so this is a very interesting thing. Today, I'm interested to go to Delhi. So I get into my car and start driving towards Delhi. On the way, I lose my interest and I say, no, I will go to Patiala instead. So I turn my car and start driving to Patiala. So suddenly on the way, I see a road sign which says Amritsar. So I lose my interest and say, no, I will go to Amritsar today. Right? So suddenly when I'm going to Amritsar, I look at a signboard, it says Hoshiarpur. So he said, no, I will go to Hoshiarpur. So on the way you have reached some place and then you see a signboard which says that go to Malerkotla. So then you turn and go to Malerkotla. And you're going to Malerkotla, suddenly you see another signboard which says go to Hamirpur. So we can keep on circling and not reach anywhere also, no?
yes,
So you can think about that. It's good to be interested. I love it. But then there is a prime interest also, na? The primary interest that you have. As a young man, what would be your primary interest?
as a young man, my primary interest, I think, sir, now relation and money and spirituality.
Okay. Other than that, what is your primary interest? Don't you think everybody should have it? Isn't survival a primary instinct? Survival of yourself, survival as your body, survival of your family, survival of your locality. Right? That is also required, na?
Okay.
So क्या होता है कि some people, they are ulta, they are only interested in survival, so they lose all the other interest. Some people are interested in everything, so they lose the focus also. So how do we have both of them? That is the challenge. You got it, Sagar? दोनों
Okay.
चाहिए. If you don't listen, you tell me. You say, yeah, listen, I am not interested in my body. I'll not do exercise. I'm only interested in eating. I'm only interested in drinking. I'm only interested in nasha. Right? What will happen to your body after some time?
It will do something else.
Yeah, the body which is experiencing life, the body which is showing so many interests in life, वो body itself will disappear, ना? तो उसका तो ख्याल
Yes.
रखना ही पड़ेगा ना? Body needs clothes to wear, so you have to buy the clothes. Body needs food, you can buy the food. You can say, ठीक है यार, पापा खर्च रहे हैं ना, मुझे क्या करने का? Okay, पापा नहीं रहेंगे तो क्या करोगे? फिर जायदाद पेट से देना. So people do that also, right? So being interested in everything, very good. So that you are alive, you are creating stuff. But if you can focus that interest, then you can do magic and miracles in your life, na? Which is what we all want to do.
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो power है. Yes, Vipin sir.
So just thought example. When rocket is launched, there is a fuel tank, and so when it is taking a height, the fuel tanks are disposed.
Yeah.
So a lot of interests are fuel tanks. The where your focus goes, you have to leave some interest so that your focus is gained high. But without fuel tank, you cannot reach a focused interest also.
Right. Beautiful. That's precisely the thing which I was saying, and so beautifully explained by Vipin. But one thing is that, there is a primary interest we will never lose, don't you think? What is that primary interest? Being interested in life itself. Being interested in living, being interested in taking 100% out of my life. If we lose interest in that, then what kind of a life we'll lead? हम लोग क्या करते हैं? We make a trade-off. So the reason for why we are doing everything, we stop taking interest in that thing, the main thing. That's the problem. Anyway, you guys think about it.
चांद पे जाने के लिए सेफ्टी भी नहीं पहनी है, खुद को कुर्बान कर दिया है. चांद पे तो जाना, लेकिन खुद के ऊपर तो खुद को तो चाहिए ना जीना.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. So being interested in your life, not only staying alive, but being interested in your life. Every moment of this life, you can be interested in that moment, What do most people do? Nahin, wo sama acha tha. That time was good. Now in the future, when I get 1 million rupees, then it will be good. but not interested in what is happening right now. Am I getting the 100% of it right now? So that's the thought for the day. So as you go out, be 100%, enjoy life 100%, stay focused. Okay. And one of the things that helps you to stay very, very focused, one of the things that helps you to see more possibilities is called the mind. And for your mind to be more powerful, we are inviting Shri Guru Nandan Ji to take you through some mind exercises. And we are so thankful to him for introducing this to our platform. Now, many people have learnt it and they also do it when Mr. Guru Nandan is absent, but today he is present. तो जब गुरु है तो उनसे ही कराना पड़ेगा. Go for it, sir.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, everybody. How's your brain doing today?
Great.
Okay, I'm sure it's an awesome zone because of such awesome discussions, and that's what interest into action. Okay, great. So let's get into action of doing brain exercises. Everybody, put your hands like this. So I would request, please to switch on your videos, Abhinavji, Ramaji, Neeti ma'am, everybody. Okay. So let's start with the first exercise, fist and hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's move to the second one. That is thumb and finger. Very nice, Shine by. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll go a little slow. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Okay, so let's go for the next one. That is to shoot. Okay, so victory and the pointer towards victory. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Kunal bhai, either you're confusing me or you're doing too good. And wow, you're doing very nice. And 10. Okay. Now let's do the elephant one. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ashokji, very nice. And very nice, Major Saab. And 10. Okay. Let's do the next one. That is the spider one. Yeah. So first balle balle. Then the spider. So first the spider will go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. Shahidi bhai, you are doing so good. Awesome. Okay, let's get the spider down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so let's do that 1 and 6. Acha, hookup wali pehle karni hai. Okay, let's do the hookup one. Ye, so like this. Okay. ये तो मेरे को भी सीखनी है अभी. लीना मैम से अलग से क्लास लूंगा इसके लिए.
एक एक उंगली करनी पड़ेगी ना. फर्स्ट
हाँ, एक एक उंगली.
थंब, राइट थंब, right index finger, left index finger, ऐसे each finger, and then reverse order. And then reverse order also. Okay. Yeah. So 1 with the thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the index finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With the middle finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
With a ring finger now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, we
And
have to
with the-
alternate. We alternate the fingers. First alternate thumb, then alternate forefinger, alternate middle finger. ऐसे करके you come to small finger.
Yeah.
Then again alternate small finger, alternate the next one.
Correct.
And then
Okay.
you do like this, and then you do namaste.
Namaste. Okay. And let's do that 6 and 1. 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Now let's learn a new exercise today. Okay. So as we all know, left hemisphere of the body controls right part of the left hemisphere of the brain controls right part of the body, and right hemisphere of the brain controls left part of the body. So my left brain is saying, so first I will keep my hands like this, little apart. Yeah. And my left brain is saying forward. So I'm taking my right hand forward, and my right brain is saying backward. So I'm taking my other hand backward. So one hand forward, one hand backward. सुखदीपक सर दोनों आगे आ रहे हैं, दोनों पीछे जा रहे हैं. One forward, one backward. प्रिया जी थोड़ा सा गियर अटक रहा है. One forward, one backward. I know it's little challenging for you guys, but it's going to be real fun once you do it. One forward, one backward. One forward, one backward. Yeah. Okay. So now let me teach you the technique, how to do it. So keep one hand stable, move the right hand forward, keep one stable, move the right hand forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now keep your right hand stable and move the left hand inside, inward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, your right hand forward and keep your left hand stable right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, keep your now right hand stable and left hand backward inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you try both. Yes, Sukhdeepak sir, very nice, very good. Neeti ma'am, you are an expert. Priya ji, show me. आपके background की वजह से मेरे को नजर नहीं आ रहा. So what we need to do is to keep one hand stable till the time you get it. One hand stable, other hand moving forward, and keep that hand stable, other hand moving inward till the time you are able to do both together. And you will be able to do both together. So this is your homework for the day, right? And wish you all the best and be active with your brain. Thank you. Over to you, Sukhdeepak sir.
Thank you. And today, who will be the 7-minute speaker? Okay, then Captain Shantil Kumar, would you like to regale us with your learnings from the army?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, first, I was reading this book about, I don't know how many of you heard about this new book. It's a bestseller right now in the country. And I would recommend strongly that all of you can try that. It's just 400 rupees or 350 rupees some days on discount. The book called Kitne Ghazi Aaye, Kitne Ghazi Gaye. It's there in Amazon. Kitne Ghazi Aaye, Kitne Ghazi Gaye. This is a very famous statement made by Lieutenant General Tiny Dillon. When he was a corps commander in Srinagar, that was the time this Pulwama attack happened. And within 10 days, they got the terrorist. And then during the press conference, when during some of the conversation, he told about this. When somebody asked, when is this going to end, and more people are going to come. So that time, with the famous, with the finger like this, he said, Kitne Ghazi Aaye, Kitne Ghazi Gaye. So it became very famous. Now he is very famous in Twitter, and his book has been a big bestseller.
It's in Hindi or in English?
English it is, and very simple English, sir. And I can give that link in the chat also.
Yes, Sahu has put it already.
Yeah, so it's one second. Let me check if the same one. It's opening for me. Yeah. This is the book. So this is currently the national. In fact, already I have gifted more than 6-7 books to people very close to me, and it is a fantastic book. And I completed in 3 days reading this book because I could connect very fast. He had written about his entire biography, how he started from his NDA days to lieutenant to captain to till general. All the army experience, he has captured it very well. But one initial when he starts the book, he talks about in NDA, his instructor asked him to do a jump in the swimming pool. So he just, the moment the captain said, he jumped into the swimming pool, and then he doesn't know swimming. So he was sinking inside, and then they got him out and they revived him, and then the captain asked him, so do you know swimming? He said, no, sir. Then why did you jump? I said, you asked me to jump, I jumped. Right? Then the captain told him, see, whenever you start any task, you should envisage the end point of the task. Don't begin any task for which you don't know what will be the end result. Right? Like, for example, the 7 habits of highly effective people also, sir. One of the habits says start with the beginning of
with the end in mind. Yeah.
With the end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. That's a very big quality. So he said, I learned that from my captain during my NDA days. So likewise, so many anecdotes in that. And I also did something like that. It happened in my life also. What happened was during when I was just 3 months into the regiment, we were deployed in Samba sector. That was the Parakram time.
Jammu.
Jammu. Yeah, Dayalachak is the place. So we were deployed in a Nala, just next to the riverbed. It is very prone to flash floods. So in one of the exercises, I was in artillery. So an RT officer is supposed to go along with the infantry for some observation. RT officer, OP officer we call it.
OP officer, yeah.
Yeah, so I was OP officer. I was supposed to go with the infantry and marry up with the armored corps. Because generally during attack, armored tank goes in the front because the land mines, small mines will be cleared by a tank. So behind the track, infantry columns will be going, in which RT officer also goes with it. So it was a practice exercise only, not an actual operation. So it was supposed to start at evening 7 o'clock as per the orders which I received. So when I went 7 o'clock, I saw nobody was there in that area from where this exercise was supposed to start. Only one Sardarji, one Jawan was there. I asked him, "Yaar, kahan hai bande?" Bola, "Sabji, abhi hum log nikle, just abhi nikle." So I thought I am late. I was not late. I would reach there by 7, but I thought probably they would have started a couple of minutes before. So and at a distance, I saw some light also. So I thought probably that the same people. I'll go and catch them. So it was pitch dark. It was thundering. And I told my people to go back, and then I went in that Nala alone, and that is very high prone for flash floods. And I thought maybe in another 500 meters or the 1 kilometer, I'll catch these people. So I was going in a very fast pace. And those days I used to wear this specs also. One place I slipped off, my specs fell down in the Nala. I was sitting down and searching for my specs in the thundering, that light, light was lightning, thundering, and then the water level was also going up. So, but I didn't realize any risk. For me, that time my target was I need to catch those people. And somehow I managed my specs, and then I was almost, sir, you won't believe, I ran in that Nala for almost 4 to 5 kilometers alone. And last, when I reached that light, which I saw from the distance, it was armored, the tank actually. And when I went there people were saying, "Yaar, Senthil, how did you come alone? Where are the other people?" I said that they had come. Actually, what had happened was the march was supposed to start at 8 p.m., which nobody informed me. And the Jawan who was standing there, he saw some 2-3 people going, so he thought I am asking about them, and he told me that they are all gone. So for 5 kilometers alone, and by the time I reached this place, there was a commotion because the people back rear, they were all thinking, they were all searching, a lieutenant has missed, where he has gone. So the message has gone up to my CEO and all, that Akela chala gaya, he is not able to, they were all searching for me. So it was a huge risk I took. Next day, I got a bashing from my major, my battery commander saying, "Ki, "Tu kya pagal aadmi hai yaar? Akela ja raha hai, flash floods aa sakta tha, kuch bhi ho sakta tha in the, Nala. Why did you take that risk?" I said, "Sir, I don't know, because this thing was that I shouldn't be late for that, exercise." And so sometimes I was a young lieutenant, so with that Josh, you never want that somebody should be late for anything. So such things happen in life. So that day my battery commander said, "You never venture alone in army. It's always with a buddy pair. At least you should have taken one boy along with you, right?" So such learnings. So I thought this morning I thought I should share it with you all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And
Thank you.
today we have the honor and pleasure of having Kuldeep ji with us. So Kuldeep ji is going to give us his famous shairi. Go for it, sir. You have to unmute. थोड़ा ऊंचा बोलेंगे सर, बहुत धीरे है आपकी आवाज।
आवाज आ रही है? अभी आ रही?
अब आ रही है।
Now it is okay.
Yeah, it's better.
कर्म पर विश्वास रखो, कर्म पर विश्वास रखो और ईश्वर पे आस्था।
कर्म पे विश्वास रखो, ईश्वर पे आस्था।
हाँ, कितना भी मुश्किल वक्त हो, निकलेगा जरूर रास्ता।
Can you repeat that last two lines?
कितना भी मुश्किल वक्त हो, can you hear?
जितना भी मुश्किल वक्त हो,
निकलेगा जरूर रास्ता।
निकलेगा जरूर रास्ता. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And who else is there? कुनैन साहब.
जी जनाब, अर्ज किया है कि जिंदगी में बस दिलों को जीतने का मकसद रखना। जिंदगी में आपकी तवज्जो चाहूंगा कुलदीप सर के जिंदगी में बस दिलों को जीतने का मकसद रखना, वरना दुनिया जीत कर तो सिकंदर भी खाली हाथ गया था।
Wow, क्या बात है. So you want to translate it also? Learn the art of winning people's hearts, right? Otherwise, even Alexander the Great went without anything, right? और तुम गाना भी गा लेना, तुम्ही ने लूट लिया मिलके हुस्न वालों ने, काले काले पलों ने. All right, thank you everybody, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning for another great session, Empowering Morning Conversations. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to go to the channel, like and share it, and keep inviting your friends and family so that we can all together go on this journey together. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
God bless everyone.